Hey guys, I'm Nick, and on this episode of the Scran line, I'm so excited to show you how to make this delicious pavlova cupcake. Now, for those of you who don't know what a pavlova is, it is a baked meringue. It has a crispy shell and a marshmallowy center. It has cream on top and some delicious berries. So I'm going to be showing you how to make it on a cupcake, but in this video I'm doing my first collab with another YouTuber called Allas, and she has a channel called Allas Yummy Food. Now Allas is making a traditional pavlova recipe, so head over to her channel and check that out. I'll talk about that more at the end of this video, but for now, these are the ingredients you're going to need to make these pavlova cupcakes. We're going to start off by making our meringue. So to make your meringue, you're going to need some gel food dye, which is optional, some sugar, some eggs, and some vanilla extract. So you can find the full recipe and list of ingredients on thescranline.com. So we're going to separate our eggs. Now there's lots of different ways of doing this. I like to play the Swapsies version using the eggshells. Now make sure you don't get any of that egg yolk into your whites, otherwise your whites won't froth up properly. So pop your egg whites into a stand mixer, mix them on medium speed and get them nice and frothy. Now once you've got them to soft peaks, you can go ahead and add in your sugar a little bit at a time. Now if you add your sugar in all at once, you risk deflating your egg whites. Okay, so mix that for a couple minutes, and then you can go ahead and add your vanilla extract, and you can add some food dye, which is optional. And give that a mix for a further 5 minutes or until it's nice and glossy and holds its shape. So I've lined a baking tray with some baking paper, and I'm going to pop a little bit of that meringue underneath the paper and to help it stick in the oven. Pop your meringue on top of the baking tray and spread it out to about 1 centimeter thick. Now pop this in the oven on 100 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. Our meringue has baked and it's nice and crispy on the outside and marshmallowy on the inside. Now if you prefer it to be crispy all the way through, pop it in the oven for an extra 40 minutes. Okay guys, to make your cupcakes, start off by preheating your oven on 180 degrees Celsius. For this recipe you'll need some sugar, some milk, some salt, baking powder, flour, some softened butter, freeze-dried berries. Now you can use fresh berries, but we don't have fresh berries in season here at the moment, so I'm using some freeze-dried berries. Now you can grab these online or at any good cake store. Some Greek yogurt, passion fruit syrup, oil, some eggs, and some frozen berries. So start off by popping all of your dry ingredients into the bowl of a stand mixer and mix that on low speed. So while that's mixing, you're going to add your eggs to your milk, your oil, vanilla extract, and your yogurt, and give that a good whisk. Okay, you can add your softened butter to your dry ingredients and let that mix until it's nice and crumbly. Then you can add your wet ingredients in a slow and steady stream. Once you've got all of your wet ingredients in there, scrape down your bowl and mix it for another 20 seconds on low speed. Okay, so I'm lining my cupcake tin with some cupcake papers, and I'm going to pop some of those frozen berries on the bottom, and we're going to fill these up halfway with our batter. So I'm going to bake these for 20 minutes and let them cool down completely before we frost them. I'm going to be frosting these with my fluffy buttercream frosting, and you can find the recipe for that on thescranline.com. So I'm using a plain tip to frost these, and I'm frosting them in a donut swirl. So start in the middle, go around once, and go around on top again. That way you've got a hole in the center and you can fill it up with your passion fruit syrup. Now I want to be a little bit fancy and let that go off the sides a little bit. It's completely up to you if you want to do that. Okay, so once we've got our passion fruit on there, we're going to put our berries on top and some crushed meringue. So again, going around once and then going around a second time, popping some of our passion fruit in the center and crushed meringue on top and some freeze-dried berries. And there you go guys, that's my pavlova cupcake. Okay guys, so that is my recipe for my yummy pavlova cupcakes. Now this video was a collaboration project with another YouTuber called Allas. I hope I'm saying your name right, Allas, because I've spelt it wrong so many times and I'm so sorry for that. She has a channel called Allas Yummy Food and you'll find lots of awesome recipes there. But you're going to find her recipe in this collaboration project, which is this yummy pavlova. So this is a traditional pavlova, crispy shell, marshmallowy center, fresh berries on top. I'm gonna give this recipe a go and I think you guys should give this recipe a go. She makes lots of different recipes. She makes Russian recipes. She makes healthy recipes, sweets, appetizers, anything you want. It's all on Allas' channel. If you want the recipe for my yummy pavlova cupcakes, you'll find it on thescranline.com, which is where all of my recipes are. Make sure that you subscribe to keep up to date with more of my recipes. The subscribe button is up there, I think it is. I can never tell. I can never tell on this thing because it flips everything around and I get confused. If you want to be taken to more of my recipes, my last video is over there for you guys to check out. So go and check that out. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you on the next episode of The Scran Line.